Okay, welcome back to PyraFARM. Today I'd like to make a quick video, quick introduction to the newest design of our PyraFARM. Um, if you remember the previous design we made, I can even show you what it is. As you can see, this is the previous design. Basically, the previous design have three unit. When we call one unit, we refer to the section with a top ridge, and then with two slopes on both sides, and that's form one unit. As you can see, there's three unit, right? And the width of each unit, I'm talking about the frame to frame, post to post. That's 4 meters. So 3 or 4 meters, that's 12 meters. So basically, the previous design is the inside dimension is basically from outer post to another outer post, and that's 12 meters. And the length is 48. So this is the previous design, and as you remember, in the previous design we used the center unit to produce the bubbles and fill the side wall, and then the bubbles fill the roof, right, and coming down and distributed to the side units. This way the speed of bubble flow for the center is faster than the movement of the side unit, because it's 1:2 channel, right? I'm talking about the flow. So anyway, that's the original design. And also in the original design, we use a lot of bracing. You see bracing everywhere, and some at certain point, for example, here it's 7 tubes, connecting at one point. So that certainly need welding, and that's something we like to cut the cost at, right? So the new design, we eliminate most of the angle bracing, and then certain place we use flat bar replace the tube. So this way we can cut the cost tremendously. So let's look at the new design. So you see this is the new design, and the other thing that we make a major change is we rotate the grow bed, the fish tank and grow bed. Before the grow bed, each row go along the ridge, according to the ridge of the roof, right, along that direction. But this time we rotate it 90 degrees. Before it go along the 4-meter row, now we rotate it so that it go along the 6-meter wide row, so as you can see. But because of the time, this is just a rough design. We haven't changed the grow bed and fish tank, right, the width. So it's it's still 4 meters. So that's why you see there's some spaces on both sides. But we're gonna change that. Anyway, so in this design, basically we made it 48 by 48, so it's a square footing. So we actually increased the size by 4 times, and also as you can see, we eliminate most of the bracing. We simply use a row of posts to support a high column for the ridge, and then we use a row of posts to support the bottom, the valley, right, valley row. So that's what it is. And For bracing, we still use some. We have to, right? So basically, we use the side. You see, as you can see, the side. We use flat bar, to connect the two horizontal tubes, right? And then also we have this mechanism, to angle bracing to reinforce the structure, so that it won't sway left to right, right? The same thing for the other side. You can see over here. Yeah, so that's what we did. On the other direction, we pick the middle row. We simply pick the middle row, as you can see, and then we use this is the middle row. It's actually it's a valley, right? And then we use bracing, angle bracing, every other row. And you see angle bracing here, here, and here, yeah, and here. We believe this is enough, but for sure this is a rough design. We're gonna, ask structural engineer to assess, whether the bracing in the middle row is enough. If it's not enough, we can add more. I'd like to show how the bubble flow this time. So as you can see, the bubbles produced here in this second row, second unit, right? Fill the side wall and pushing up, and then go along the ridges, right? And then fall down, and then there's a between these two units at the other wall, there is a opening, right? A wide opening. So and then the bubble just simply move to the left, right, and fill the side wall, and then keep expand, so fill to the top. So and then you can see that basically the bubble flow this way and coming down, and then to the side, then coming up, and then coming back, right? Coming back to where the fan is, right? So that's a simple design, because now we just have the adjacent unit to be to form the pair, right? To form the circuit, right? So this way it's simpler, right? So this way you can make the modular unit to be smaller, right? Before it's 3 unit to be 1 module. This way it's the 2 unit to be 1 module, right? Because this is simply 1 pair, bubble flow this way and then coming down and then flow back, on the roof, right? And back this way. So this is 1 unit, 1 pair, and this is another pair, and this is another pair. So basically we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pairs. For the wall on the entrance side, yeah, that's what we did is simply we because there's the door cut it off, right? Cut the cut the path into half. So for that reason, we add 1 bubble on each end. So for the bubble on the right hand side, right? Basically, it produces bubbles and fill the the top section, including a rectangular area and then the triangle area, right? Because there's an opening at the top. So I fill this way, this section, 2 sections. It's 1 space actually, just different shape, and then go along the top, and then when they hit the end, there's a hole, and the bubble can come down through the hole and coming back, right? So this is 1 circuit. The same thing for the left, right? The bubble produced here and go along the top section, then there's a hole coming down and coming back, right? So that's how it is. So same thing over there on this side, the same idea. Hope you understand the new design. And right now there's several groups who are going to build the first prototype, and at least one in China and one in North America. I hope that there's more people, in different country who see the the benefit of building such a large power farm, and and then do aquaponics. Already made a previous video to explain the importance, the critical to create a lot of liquid thermal mass on the ground or under the ground of such a building. And because you need a lot of thermal mass to contain the solar thermal energy you collect during the day. And that's important to to cut the cost. So the cost of heating and cooling for such buildings. So anyway, this is for today. We'll see you next time.